Try that again. Okay, now it's going. Okay. Welcome to Game 7. Bless you. Oh, wait, you said action, not achu.
Yes, I said action. Hi, everybody.
I know. I just wanted to make a joke of it. But welcome to Game 7 of Wheel of Fortune for the PlayStation 2, in which I've won $283,140. Now, in Game 6, we did not win the bonus round, but we came $10 shy of winning $50,000.
Thank you, Charlie. Welcome.
Can you believe that, Lee?
Today's fortune drink of mine that I'm having is Diet 7-Up.
Ooh, Diet 7-Up. Okay. Well, I just had a Coke Zero. And our first round category is, a big puzzle. It's event. The category is event. Let's go.
Alright, so less clues and more finding of the sodas.
That's right. 800, let's start with a T. And we're going to get 3 T's, $2,400.
So I actually want to also talk about, because we can all agree that COVID-19, I believe, has impacted everything from movie productions to the opening of non-essential services like video stores. Yeah, especially that.
Yep. However, even with all the COVID-19 that's going on, does that mean I stop production here at the Arcade of Fun? No, it does not.
Of course not. And because we're filming videos as if nothing happened. So, which is why that if we were to do the Spectacular or 25 Days of Wheel again, we're pretending that this never happened.
And speaking of which, since you brought that up, I'm going to go ahead and turn my attention to the YouTube audience real fast. I know I mentioned in one of my recent announcement videos after Christmas that I said I wasn't sure if I was bringing those 2 shows back, because I didn't have a $1 million winner during 25 Days of Wheel. But I have made a decision. Yes, I am still going to do those shows. Yes.
Alright, that's a little bit beautiful. And this time, we're going to issue a restraining order to the hackers that they are lost responsible.
Exactly. But I will say this. I've kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I said to myself, who am I to stop tradition?
Well, the 9-year-old Russian girls have tried but failed to stop us.
Exactly. So, as a result, 25 Days of Wheel and the Wheel of Fortune Xbox 360 Spooktacular will still air this fall as scheduled.
But this time we have developed new technology to ensure us that we won't get a $1 million winner no matter what.
Well, we'll try. That's all we can do is try. I picked a Z by accident. Oops. I meant to pick a Y, but that's okay.
But if the hackers get us again, then there's going to be a lot of boats to pick with.
Yep. Yeah, that's the letter I was trying to pick, but player 2 snapped it away from me. That's alright. There's still time.
But anyways, one of the productions that was halted by COVID-19 is the planned live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, which was supposed to begin filming earlier this month, but production is shut down.
Well, I also know that they were supposed to release the live-action version of remake of Mulan, but that's been postponed until who knows when.
Yeah. But the longer that this goes on, can we question the film's ability to be outdated? Because when the movie finally comes out, whether it's in theaters as planned or as a Disney Plus exclusive, can we think that the longer we wait, everything's going to start looking dated?
Indeed. I also read an article the other day that, speaking of Disney Plus, that they're going to make a CGI remake of the animated classic Robin Hood and make it exclusively for Disney Plus.
Well, I believe that this is going to impact the budget pretty well, but despite the negative reception that the live-action remakes of The Lion King and Cats have gotten, the executives are pretty much ignoring the outcry and just allow the trend to go on.
Now, what are my thoughts on the CGI remake of Robin Hood if they do it? Well, as much as I love the animated film, the question is, can they make it work?
Well, because they have the technology that was first used in The Lion King, but the problem is that the project's director is not Jon Favreau.
No, it's not.
Jon Favreau is the one who actually used the tools to make everything look like it's like the Polar Express.
And not only that, but I also know Jon Favreau directed the remake of The Jungle Book from 2016, which I loved that. It was spot on, amazing.
But at the same time, Disney had requested a live-action remake of Bambi, and they wanted everything to look similar to the live-action remake. But if you want the live-action remake to be as similar to The Lion King, why not get Jon Favreau?
And before we touch base on that, the category for our second round is before and after.
Trump.
You said the magic words.
Look at him. His meltdowns have gotten out of control in recent days.
Now, in regards to the live-action remake of Bambi, if by chance they do decide to do production on that when this COVID-19 pandemic is over, can they pull it off? Just like in 2015, when I first heard that Tim Burton was planning to do a remake of Dumbo, my first initial thought was, okay?
Well, in fact, Tim Burton, I believe, invented the live-action remake universe.
And then I thought to myself, can Tim Burton pull it off? How is he going to do it? And then I first saw the trailers for the remake of Dumbo, and I said, well, it looks promising. It looks promising, but will it work? And then I saw the movie, and it focused more on human characters more so than animal characters.
So it's not really a shot-for-shot remake like what Jon Favreau made the Lion King remake feel a lot more like the Psycho remake.
So it wasn't exactly a shot-for-shot remake, no. It was more of, they used some certain elements that were similar to the original animated classic, but instead of focusing strictly on animal characters, they focused more on human characters too, to give Dumbo...
Oh yeah, that was for the Dumbo remake.
Dumbo, more moral support, if you will.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I thought we were discussing back into The Lion King, which everybody's been comparing the remake style to the remake of Psycho by Gus Van Sant.
Oh, okay, then yeah, we could go ahead and talk about the remake of Lion King, sure.
I've not seen the Lion King remake, but I've been hearing a lot of talk and hullabaloo that it's like the remake of Psycho all over again.
Well, I did watch the remake of Lion King on Disney Plus. I thought it was, decent, but it can't beat the animated classic from 1994.
Well, watch the classic hand-drawn animated, because otherwise, it's like preferring Gus Van Sant over Alfred Hitchcock.
Right. Well, I've seen the original Psycho, and I've only seen bits and pieces of the remake, but that's it.
And also, when it comes to cats, if you want a musical about cats, try the hand-drawn animated classic Cats Don't Dance instead.
Yeah, good idea. Now, Cats Don't Dance I've seen bits and pieces of, but the new Cats movie I've yet to see, and I'm unsure if I want to.
Well, we might as well do a stream party one time.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a nightmare compared to Cats Don't Dance.
I also have a friend named Rob Strickland who asks me some very good questions about certain movies and stuff, and I'm always happy to provide an answer. Like a prime example is, what are some movies you liked and what are some you hate?
That's it. Great.
And have you ever seen this movie and whatnot there? And I said, yeah.
Let's check out how all the players are doing.
Anyways.
That's really cool. All right, but going back into the Little Mermaid remake, because
yes.
They found the right age for someone to portray the lead of Ariel, but if she ages too much, the longer the pandemic goes on, then she's a little bit too old. So then what Disney's may be forced to do is recast the part.
Right, because they want her to be close to her age. Because I know in the animated classic, Ariel is 16, but her voice actress, Jodie Benson, at the time the movie was released, was 28.
Well, that's because she could actually mimic and try to perfect the little kid voice.
Sure, absolutely.
Now, I raised the question because Jodie has never done a 10-year-old boy voice, because I think that the 16-year-old Ariel sounds, I believe, identical to her attempt at a 10-year-old boy.
Right. And then 8 years after she did Little Mermaid, she voiced Weebo in Flubber.
And Thumbelina, which was the competitor to the Little Mermaid.
Right. Thumbelina, though, was made at the time by Warner Brothers, but now Fox owns the rights to it.
And get this, Disney owns it now.
Yes, they
Disney
do.
owns their competition.
That's right.
But I'm still going to think of it as like something else. But I'm not going to think of it as a so-called Disney classic.
Right. Because you have to keep in mind, Warner Brothers was the original distributor.
I think something must have prompted Fox to take over long before the Disney purchase.
And on the subject of Fox, let's go ahead and bring it up. As everybody knows, they have now renamed their two studios 20th Century Studios and now just Searchlight Pictures, which to me makes no sense.
Well, when it comes to 20th Century Studios, the part that makes sense is because they wanted to disassociate from the Fox brand and avoid confusion with Fox News Channel.
Well, to me, they're just two completely different things.
Well, they were, because it actually goes back to prior to the Fox merger, because for 20th Century Fox, there exists two separate studios, like Fox Film Company and 20th Century Pictures. So, with Disney eliminating the Fox name, they're actually going back to the studio's roots by calling it 20th Century Incorporated.
Well, because you have to keep in mind that the studio was originally called 20th Century Pictures when they first started in 1930. Then they renamed it 20th Century Fox in honor of its owner, William Fox.
That's right, but now, to avoid confusion and to disassociate itself with Fox News after recent events surrounding the supervillain-in-chief.
Why change something that worked completely just fine?
Well, probably the lack of research and the executives trying to get by.
Right. But to me, it just... Because to me, it's still 20th Century Fox, and I'm still going to call it that, no matter what.
Yes. Yes. So, after the West Side Story remake, expect more franchises.
Mm-hmm. And on a side note... Go ahead.
And also, on the note of the going back into the Little Mermaid remake, there's also Melissa McCarthy. But there may be a time, and this is unlikely, but we can all know that COVID-19 can impact anybody at any age. So
yes, it can.
They unfortunately flame victims who happen to be already attached to a project, but ritual photography hasn't started yet. But if a celebrity passes away to COVID-19 from a project that they're already attached with, I think this may do Disney's dream of wanting more remakes.
Right.
So might as well just recast the role.
I agree. Oh, 10,700 I'm going to solve.
But I highly doubt that if COVID-19 claims the confirmed director, Rob Marshall, maybe Disney will look back at their first choice of getting Christopher Nolan to direct it.
You did it.
Well, it's whatever they can do. I mean...
I know that I wanted to see it only on the condition that Christopher Nolan would direct it, but I'm suckered in anyway.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just a sucker for Jodie Benson, who has one of the most beautiful sounding singing voices next to Whitney.
Oh yes, definitely. Now, a lot of the live-action remakes that Disney has made, I'll give another example. One is a Disney Plus exclusive, which is the remake of Lady and the Tramp, which I saw the day Disney Plus launched. I watched it, and I said, yeah, it works. It does work.
Well, did you see that Lilo and Stitch suffered an edit recently on Disney Plus?
I did not see that.
Well, apparently, predicting that soccer moms will complain to the company about kids hiding in dryers because they think it's too dangerous. They're going to think that before a child would actually go in the dryer to operate.
Oh, yeah.
So what Disney decided is to completely redraw the dryer and change it to some sort of like empty drawer covering the empty space with the pizza box.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but when it comes to informing consumers, no. Because whatever they actually say to you, that you're going to see what was presented. They always say to you, presented as originally created, but it's not what you expect. For example, there may be a scene where a cigarette is digitally removed from Goofy's hand.
Uh-huh.
So what they could do is that if they were to edit something that is no longer as originally created, like if you're going to change something from like a cigarette to a ballpoint pen, or change it from a dryer to like an empty shelf, why don't you just revive the a disclaimer that came with certain VHS tapes and informs them that it was modified from its original version and it was edited for content.
Right. I agree with you on that one completely.
Because if Disney were to want those edits to set in stone, why not just inform the consumer in advance that it was edited for content?
Right.
Because on Saludos Amigos, before the movie would begin, they warned consumers, just as the feature was about to begin, that they had to edit a couple scenes to appease the soccer moms. So why not bring that disclaimer back in?
Exactly.
Because in the subject of Lilo and Stitch, it should say something like, the following film has been modified from its original version. It has been rendered in high definition and edited for content.
That's what I would have done, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what the guys at Disney Plus should do. Should they be forced to enforce future soccer mom-friendly edits?
Right, exactly.
In fact, on the Make My Music DVD, they took out an entire segment because of gunplay, and they had to edit out nudity from one of the segments that was left in.
Yeah.
And on the back of the DVD that I'm holding in my hand right now, it says that it has been modified from its original version. So they know you are getting what they want you to see.
Yes.
So in Make My Music, or at least in North America, no Martins and McCoys, no questionable nudity, and Saludos Amigos, or at least the Gold Classic Collection version, and the 2-movie collection from 2008, you are not getting a cigarette in Goofy's hand. They tell you that in advance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we can expect.
You've got it.
So,
Congratulations, player 2.
so let's not allow these edits to come unannounced. We should know before we watch a certain movie.
Look at the scores.
Right, exactly.
Same thing with the original Splash on Disney Plus. They tell them that it was edited for content, but they said incorrectly that it was presented as originally created. So they just flat out take you all the way to the movie as soon as you click on play.
Right, they made a big boo-boo there.
Yeah, so to the guys currently running Disney Plus right now, get your chicken and nuggets together and revive that disclaimer that says this film has been modified from its original version. It has been rendered in 4K high definition and edited for content. Especially if you're going to show edited versions.
Uh-huh.
So this is my public comment on behalf of anyone who noticed edits unannounced. So please, management of Disney Plus, get your long hairs and fingernails together and do it. But anyways, how are you on the game?
So far I'm winning with 10,700.
Ah, that's really cool.
Yep, and we're in the final round.
Ah, that's really nice.
Yep, it's player 2's turn, and hopefully she'll mess up. I hope she does, anyway.
I hope that she does.
4 R's, oh boy. How much does she have right now? 4,500. Oh, now's the time to mess up, player 2. Thank you!
Yep, they said 9 and not 10. I'm correct.
I do! She said, oh, I don't believe it. I do!
Alright.
Here goes player 3. Let's see if he messes up too. Oh, 800.
I not noticed that.
Well, he's got a B up there, yeah. Still time. Let's hope he gets a bankrupt or a lose a turn. Slowing down. He lands on the surprise. Uh-oh. There are 3 of them. I have to hope that player 3 messes up. Otherwise, he'll probably win the game. Let's find out. Here we go. It's a light spin.
Mess up for me, player 3. Come on.
300. 1F. My only hope is he gets to lose a turn. $1,100 and a surprise.
With the consolation prize being nothing.
Oh, it's looking good. Thank you. Cause you spun it, numbskull! And you know what?
Doritos.
I'm not gonna risk spinning. Even though I have no money, I'm gonna get a $500 consolation and a $3,000 bonus because the category is Clue. A spider beside her frightened her away, and it's Little Miss Muffet.
I propose that we give losers a consolation prize of a flavored Doritos chips of their choice.
Okay, even though they are walking away with some money because they solved some puzzles earlier.
But the one Doritos flavor that I want to have back is Tandoori Sizzler.
Ooh.
Have you ever tried the Tandoori Sizzler?
I can't say that I have.
You did it. Fantastic.
I see. But what about, because Szechuan sauce first premiered at McDonald's at the time of Blue Lights Marie's, and you were, of course, around for that. But did you try the Szechuan sauce when it came out?
I did not.
Oh. Well, hopefully McDonald's will make it permanent because of the surprise success of Rick and Morty.
Right. And now it's time for the bonus round.
Saturn round.
Yep, where we can pick one of 5 prizes.
Welcome to the bonus round.
I picked the last card last time, but I did not win the bonus round because I couldn't figure out the puzzle. So, I'll stick with card 5 again.
Okay, that's L for Lee.
That's right. Thing is the category. And speaking of Lee, R-S-T, Lee, N, and E. Well, R-S-T, L, and E. Now 3 more concepts of the vowel. I feel good about this. BXMA. Bar exam! And let's find out what I have won in the bonus round. Are we ready?
You got it. Excellent. Tell them all about it, Charlie.
The bonus prize I got? Oh, it's the Cannes Film Festival. A judge at the famous Cannes Film Festival, which is the least expensive bonus prize this game, but that's okay.
Cheap steaks.
All the glamour and excitement of this exclusive event are yours. That was the fantasy prize,
$14,300. But overall this game, I won $28,500, which is not bad. So altogether, I've won $311,640 in just 7 games. And we'll wrap it up for this game, and we'll see you all for that next video coming soon.
And until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. And to the guys running Disney Plus, I want you to restore the disclaimers claiming that certain films are edited for content. Otherwise, just leave them alone.